muscle loss as you age. It's something that happens to all of us, but here's the good news. There's one food you can start eating today that can make a huge difference. What is it? Stick around for the next few minutes, and I'll reveal this powerful food that can help prevent muscle loss and keep you strong for years to come. But first, if you're serious about improving your health, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, drop a comment with your thoughts, and share it with anyone who needs this info. Let's dive in. Number 1. Understanding muscle loss aging. As you grow older, you might start noticing a gradual loss of strength, mobility, and muscle mass. It's a common experience for many seniors, but don't let it get you down. Understanding why muscle loss happens can help you take action to preserve your strength. After 30, our body's ability to build muscle naturally begins to decline, and by 60, the process accelerates. This means that keeping your muscles active and strong becomes increasingly important as time goes on. But here's the thing, muscle loss doesn't have to be inevitable. You can slow it down and even reverse it with the right lifestyle changes. Nutrition plays a huge part. While exercise is vital, a balanced diet rich in specific nutrients can keep your muscles healthy and strong. The key is to focus on foods that promote muscle repair and growth. In this number, you'll discover how to fight back against muscle loss by changing your eating habits. If you want to maintain your strength and independence, it's time to make some small, easy adjustments to your diet. Stay tuned to learn more about which foods are your secret weapons in the fight against muscle decline. Number 2. Protein power for muscles. You may have heard that protein is essential for building muscle, but did you know it's even more crucial as you age? As we get older, our muscles require extra care and attention to remain strong. That's where protein comes in. Protein is the building block of muscle tissue, and without enough of it, your body can't repair or grow muscle effectively. For seniors, this means you need to be conscious of getting high-quality protein sources throughout the day. Think lean meats like chicken and turkey, eggs, dairy products, and even plant-based options like beans, lentils, and tofu. Incorporating protein-rich foods into every meal will give your body the tools it needs to fight muscle loss. Unlike younger adults, seniors may need more protein per meal to stimulate muscle protein synthesis effectively. Experts recommend aiming for 25 to 30 grams of protein at each meal. For example, a small chicken breast or a cup of Greek yogurt can get you there. It might seem like a small change, but adding protein-rich foods to your diet can make a big impact on your muscle health. Don't underestimate the power of this nutrient. It's one of the simplest and most effective ways to preserve your muscle strength as you age. So next time you sit down for a meal, make sure protein is front and center. Number 3. Salmon. Boost muscle health. Salmon isn't just a delicious fish, it's also one of the best foods you can eat to protect your muscles as you age. Packed with omega-3 fatty acids, salmon can help reduce inflammation and improve muscle protein synthesis. This is especially important for seniors, as inflammation can contribute to muscle loss over time. Omega-3s are essential fats that not only benefit your heart, but also play a critical role in preserving your muscle mass. By eating salmon regularly, you can support your muscles in staying strong and functioning properly. But the benefits don't stop there. Omega-3s have been shown to help improve joint health and mobility, both of which are important as we age. Plus, salmon is a great source of vitamin D, which is crucial for maintaining muscle strength. Seniors often struggle to get enough vitamin D, and a deficiency can lead to muscle weakness and falls. Adding salmon to your diet a few times a week can help boost your intake of both omega-3s and vitamin D, making it an easy and delicious way to combat muscle loss. Don't love salmon? Try other fatty fish like mackerel, sardines, or trout. These fish are all packed with the same muscle-boosting nutrients. So what are you waiting for? It's time to put this powerhouse food at the top of your grocery list. Number 4. Vitamin D for muscles. If you're feeling weaker or more fatigued than usual, it could be a sign of vitamin D deficiency. This sunshine vitamin plays a vital role in maintaining strong muscles and bones, and as we age, it becomes even more important. Research shows that low levels of vitamin D are linked to increased muscle weakness, which can put seniors at risk for falls and injuries. The good news is that you can boost your vitamin D intake through food and supplements. Foods like fortified milk, eggs, and fatty fish, such as salmon and mackerel, are excellent sources of this essential nutrient. Vitamin D helps your muscles function properly by regulating calcium levels, which are crucial for muscle contraction. Without enough vitamin D, muscles can become weaker, and recovery from exercise or physical activity can take longer. To top it off, vitamin D also helps with bone health, reducing the risk of fractures. But getting enough vitamin D isn't always easy, especially if you don't get much sunlight. If that's the case, you may need to talk to your doctor about supplements. Incorporating vitamin D-rich foods into your meals can be an easy and effective way to support your muscles and bones as you age. So make sure you're getting enough of this essential nutrient and keep your muscles strong and healthy for years to come. Number 5. Hydration for strong muscles. You may think hydration is only about quenching your thirst, but it's also crucial for your muscles. Staying hydrated is one of the simplest, yet most effective, ways to keep your muscles healthy and functioning well. Dehydration can cause muscle cramps, weakness, and fatigue, problems that can make it harder to stay active and maintain your strength as you age. For seniors, staying hydrated is even more important since the body's ability to retain water decreases over time. Water helps transport nutrients to your muscles and supports the chemical processes that keep them working properly. Without adequate hydration, your muscles won't be able to function at their best, and you may experience discomfort or weakness. So, how much water do you need? While it varies from person to person, a good rule of thumb is to drink at least 8 glasses of water a day. If you're physically active or live in a warmer climate, you may need more. And if you find it hard to drink plain water, try adding a slice of lemon or a splash of coconut water for a refreshing twist. Don't forget that foods like fruits and vegetables, which have high water content, can help with hydration too. So next time you reach for your water bottle, remember that staying hydrated is a key step in preserving your muscle strength and staying active well into your golden years. Conclusion: preventing muscle loss as you age is entirely possible with the right foods and habits. Men, listen up. If you've ever been confused about what not to do with women, this video will open your eyes. These 8 mistakes. They silently ruin trust, attraction, and connection, and most men don't even realize they're doing them. Stay with me because number 7 will truly shock you. In today's world, being a good man isn't about flashy moves, it's about wisdom, respect, and knowing the red zones. In this video, we're diving into 8 things men should never do with women if they want love, peace, and lasting respect. Trust me, this isn't just advice, it's survival in relationships. If you value these insights, make sure to subscribe, like, comment your thoughts, and share this with a brother who needs it. Advice 1. Never dismiss her emotions. One of the biggest mistakes men make is labeling a woman's emotions as overreactions or drama. This single act can destroy trust and emotional safety in a relationship. When a woman expresses her feelings, she's not seeking correction, she's seeking connection. By calling it drama, you're telling her she doesn't have the right to feel, to speak, or to be vulnerable around you. That creates distance, not closeness. Real men don't fix emotions, they hold space for them. They don't rush to logic, they offer presence. When she's upset, listen without rolling your eyes or rushing to dismiss. Ask yourself, how would I want someone to treat my mother or daughter in this moment? That perspective changes everything. Women are intuitive, they know when they're being brushed off, and each time it happens, a little piece of their trust fades. But when a man listens, affirms, and values her emotional world, she gives her deepest love in return. She'll feel safe in your presence, open in your arms, and loyal to your heart. So remember, never call her emotional honesty drama. It's actually a sign of trust, and it's your privilege to be the one she shares it with. Advice 2. Stop comparing other women. Nothing wounds a woman more than being compared to someone else. Whether it's your ex, a celebrity, a friend, or even a stranger online, comparison tells her she's not enough. And when a woman feels she's not enough, her heart starts to close. It might seem harmless to mention how someone else dresses, cooks, or behaves, but to her, it sounds like a competition she never signed up for. Women don't want to feel ranked, they want to feel cherished. When you praise another woman in her presence, even subtly, you plant doubt in her soul. She'll begin to question her beauty, her worth, and her place in your life. Real men don't compare, they choose. They make the woman in their life feel like the only one who matters. Because when she feels like she's your number one, she'll give you love like no one else can. Instead of comparing, start complimenting. Focus on what makes her unique, not what she lacks. A woman who feels deeply seen will bloom in your love. So stop comparing, it's not fair, it's not kind, and it's not what love is built on. Choose her fully, and watch how she chooses you with all her heart. Advice 3, silence is not strength. Some men believe staying silent during conflict shows strength. But the truth is, emotional silence is one of the most painful forms of punishment a woman can feel. When she reaches out and you respond with cold distance, you're not solving the issue, you're multiplying it. Women don't need a perfect man, they need a present one. Silence doesn't build peace, it builds walls. It makes her feel invisible, like her emotions don't matter, and that breaks trust more than angry words ever could. The silent treatment might give you temporary control, but it costs you long-term intimacy. A relationship isn't about winning, it's about understanding. If she's hurt you, speak about it. If you're overwhelmed, say so. But don't disappear into silence and expect her to chase your love. That's not strength, that's emotional immaturity. A real man talks it out, not shuts it down. And when you communicate, not just with words but with sincerity, you show her that your love is steady even when times are tough. Silence creates distance, but honesty creates connection. So never punish her with your silence. Speak gently, speak honestly, and speak with love, because that's what strong men do when they truly care. Advice 4, affection isn't her duty. One of the deepest mistakes a man can make is expecting affection as something he's entitled to. Whether it's physical closeness or emotional comfort, love should never feel like a debt a woman must pay. True affection is given freely, not forced or demanded. When a man pressures a woman for attention or love, it makes her feel used, not valued. And when a woman feels used, her heart begins to harden. Love flows naturally when a woman feels respected and emotionally safe. If she pulls back, don't guilt her, ask yourself if you've been present, gentle, and kind. When she feels cherished, her affection becomes abundant. But if she feels like you're just checking boxes or collecting favors, the warmth between you will vanish. Real men don't measure affection by frequency, they measure it by sincerity. Give her your patience, your tenderness, your full presence, and watch how she responds with more love than you could ask for. Let her affection be a gift, not a guarantee. When you stop chasing what you think you're owed and start nurturing what you're given, love becomes deeper and more beautiful than you ever imagined. Advice 5, support her every dream. A woman's dreams are not just fantasies, they are pieces of her soul trying to grow. And nothing crushes her spirit more than a man who mocks, minimizes, or ignores those dreams. When she shares her passion, whether it's a career goal, a creative idea, or a simple ambition, she's inviting you into her inner world. If you laugh at it or call it unrealistic, she won't just feel hurt, she'll feel alone. Women thrive with support. When a man believes in her, she rises with confidence and pours love into everything she does, including the relationship. But when you belittle her dreams, you're telling her she must choose between love and self-worth. Real men don't see her passion as competition, they celebrate it. They don't clip her wings, they help her fly. Even if you don't fully understand her goals, you can still respect them. Listen, encourage, and stand by her. Because when a woman feels supported, she becomes unstoppable, and the man who helped her get there becomes unforgettable in her heart. So don't just love her, believe in her. That's how you build a partnership that stands strong in both love and purpose. Advice 6, notice the little things. In love, it's not always the grand gestures that matter, it's the small things you notice and remember. The way she takes her tea, the song that makes her smile, the story she told you weeks ago. These tiny details may seem insignificant, but to her, they mean everything. When you forget these things, she feels forgotten. When you remember, she feels cherished. Women are emotional beings, and they interpret care through attention. If you're too busy to notice the small things, she'll start to feel like a background character in your life. But when you pay attention to her world, she'll open her heart wider than ever. It's not about money or material gifts, it's about thoughtfulness, effort, and presence. A man who notices the small things earns a woman's deepest loyalty. So when she tells you something personal, hold it like a treasure. Reflect it back later. Surprise her by remembering the little things, and you'll be shocked by how deeply she falls in love with you all over again. Because in the end, it's the little things that make the biggest difference in love. Advice 7. Never shame her publicly. A woman's dignity is sacred, and the quickest way to lose her trust is to humiliate her, whether in public or behind closed doors. Joking about her flaws, correcting her in front of others, or mocking her opinions might seem like harmless teasing to you, but to her, it feels like betrayal. Women need to know their man is their safe space, their protector, not someone who exposes their vulnerabilities for a laugh or control. Real men defend their woman's honor, even when no one is watching. They never speak down to her, even in private. If you have something to address, do it with respect and in privacy. Love should never feel like a stage for judgment. When a woman feels embarrassed by you, the shame lingers, and with it, a quiet resentment that grows with time. But when she feels protected, she glows with pride. Treat her with dignity, and she'll stand taller beside you. Never let pride or ego cause you to embarrass the very person who loves you. Lift her up with your words, guard her with your presence, and she will give you a love that lifts you higher than anything else ever could. Advice 8. Be present, not pretending. Listening is not about hearing words, it's about receiving the heart behind them. Many men nod, say aha, or even repeat back a few sentences, but their mind is somewhere else. And women know. They can feel when your presence is real, or when it's an act. Pretending to listen is worse than not listening at all, it's deception wrapped in politeness. When a woman speaks, she's opening a door to her inner world. If you ignore that, she'll eventually stop knocking. Relationships die not from arguments, but from the absence of attention. A woman wants to feel like what she says matters to you, like her thoughts are heard, and her feelings are honored. Real presence means putting the phone down, making eye contact, and giving her your full energy. When you listen with genuine interest, she feels loved in a way that words can't express. And in return, she will trust you, open to you, and support you like no one else can. So stop multitasking her heart. Be there, fully, truly, deeply. Because when you give her your undivided presence, you're giving her the most powerful form of love a man can offer. Conclusion: when men avoid these 8 mistakes, relationships grow deeper, stronger, and more fulfilling. A woman who feels heard, valued, and respected becomes your biggest blessing. Remember, love isn't about control, it's about connection. If even one lesson today opened your eyes or made you reflect, don't keep it to yourself. Share your thoughts in the comments. What lesson hit home the most? Which one do you think every man should know? Your voice matters, and your feedback could help someone else grow. If you found value here, like, comment, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more timeless wisdom.
Ever wondered what women really want in a relationship? Are you missing the little things that make a big difference? Stick around to discover the secret tips that could completely transform your love life. Trust me, these simple yet powerful insights can strengthen your connection, boost communication, and even bring more affection into your relationship. And the best part? You won't hear this advice anywhere else. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more relationship wisdom. Tip 1. Master communication for connection. Communication is the lifeblood of any healthy relationship. Women often emphasize how vital it is to not only speak but also listen actively. They appreciate partners who engage in conversations with an open heart, taking the time to understand their feelings, desires, and worries. The key is to make sure each person feels heard and respected. Active listening, without distractions or defensiveness, strengthens emotional bonds and prevents misunderstandings. It's about creating a safe space where both partners can express themselves without fear of judgment. When communication flows freely and openly, it builds trust, intimacy, and a deeper connection. The more effort you put into communicating effectively, the more you'll strengthen your relationship over time. Women value emotional transparency, and by sharing your thoughts and concerns honestly, you invite your partner to do the same. Healthy communication prevents small issues from turning into major problems and ensures that both partners feel valued and understood in the relationship. Tip 2. Respect creates stronger relationships. Respect is the foundation upon which lasting relationships are built. Women often say that they value a partner who shows respect not just in words, but in actions. Respect is demonstrated through consideration, kindness, and the acknowledgement of each other's opinions, feelings, and boundaries. When both partners feel respected, the relationship thrives. Women appreciate when their partner involves them in decisions, values their thoughts, and honors their individuality. It's about showing empathy and treating each other as equals. This mutual respect fosters trust, understanding, and love, making both partners feel cherished. Without respect, even the most passionate relationships can falter. The simple act of listening attentively, asking for consent, and being considerate in everyday interactions can make a world of difference. For women, respect is not negotiable. It is essential for the health and longevity of the relationship. When partners maintain respect, they are more likely to work together through challenges and celebrate each other's successes, creating a strong, harmonious bond that stands the test of time. Tip 3. Appreciate love every day. One of the most significant pieces of relationship advice from women is the power of appreciation. While love is an ongoing feeling, appreciation is a practice that keeps the spark alive. Women appreciate when their partner takes the time to acknowledge their efforts, whether it's for small gestures or big sacrifices. It's easy to get caught up in the daily routine, but expressing gratitude goes a long way in making your partner feel seen and valued. Women often feel most loved when their partner expresses appreciation for who they are, not just what they do. Whether it's a compliment, a thank you note, or a simple, "I appreciate you," these gestures create an environment of mutual respect and affection. The more frequently partners show appreciation, the more they reinforce the bond and emotional connection. When you make your partner feel truly valued, you cultivate love and deepen intimacy. It's not about grand romantic gestures every day, but about consistently showing gratitude for one another's presence and contributions to the relationship. Tip 4. Support dreams, build together. Women often stress the importance of supporting each other's dreams and ambitions in a relationship. It's not just about sharing moments together, but about encouraging one another to grow and achieve individual goals. Whether it's pursuing a career, a hobby, or personal development, women appreciate partners who are their biggest cheerleaders. Encouraging and supporting each other's dreams fosters a sense of teamwork and partnership. It allows both individuals to thrive independently while strengthening their connection. Women want a partner who doesn't just stand by them during successes, but also supports them through challenges. When partners share in each other's dreams, it creates a deeper emotional bond and a sense of shared purpose. It's not about competition, but collaboration, helping each other grow and succeed. Supporting each other's ambitions boosts self-esteem and makes the relationship more fulfilling, as both individuals feel empowered and understood. A relationship where both partners are encouraged to follow their passions is one that will stand the test of time. Tip 5. Be emotionally available. Always. Emotional availability is a crucial trait that women value in a relationship. They often seek partners who are not only physically present, but also emotionally engaged and available. Women want to feel that their partner is there for them when they need emotional support, whether they're dealing with a tough day or celebrating a victory. Being emotionally available means listening attentively, offering empathy, and validating their feelings without judgment. It's about creating a safe space where both partners feel comfortable sharing their thoughts and emotions openly. Women appreciate when their partner is vulnerable and willing to express their own feelings, creating an environment of trust and intimacy. Emotional availability goes beyond just being there in moments of crisis. It's about connecting regularly, checking in on each other's well-being, and offering support when needed. By nurturing emotional intimacy, couples build a deeper bond that fosters love and understanding. Women want to feel emotionally connected to their partner, and emotional availability is key to achieving that. Tip 6. Affection speaks louder than words. Affection is a powerful language of love, and for women, it speaks volumes. While words of affirmation are important, the simple acts of physical touch and closeness can have an even greater impact. Women value partners who express their love through affection, whether it's holding hands, giving a hug, or sharing a gentle kiss. These small gestures make women feel safe, loved, and cherished in a relationship. Physical affection nurtures emotional intimacy and helps partners stay connected. Women often feel more secure and appreciated when their partner takes the time to offer affection regularly, as it shows that love is not just a feeling, but an action. These acts of tenderness strengthen the bond between partners, making them feel more in tune with each other. Affection is a language that doesn't need words to communicate love. It's the nonverbal connection that strengthens the emotional ties in a relationship, making it an essential aspect of lasting love and mutual respect. Final thought. In every lasting relationship, it's the small, consistent efforts that make the biggest impact. Women don't ask for perfection. They seek genuine presence, heartfelt communication, and mutual respect. When you take the time to truly listen, show appreciation, offer emotional support, and nurture affection, you create a relationship that thrives on connection and trust. Respecting boundaries, supporting dreams, and being emotionally available aren't just nice gestures, they are the cornerstones of a meaningful partnership. These tips are not about grand romantic declarations, but about building love through everyday actions. Women remember the way you made them feel: valued, safe, understood, and loved. Relationship.
Ever wondered what goes on in a woman's mind? Today, we're diving deep into 10 psychological weaknesses that affect many women, some of which might surprise you. From the fear of rejection to the struggle with perfectionism, these are the hidden challenges that could impact their happiness and relationships. Stick around, because you won't believe how much you might relate, or how understanding these can transform the way you approach life. If you find this eye-opening, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Fact 1. Overcoming fear of rejection. Rejection is a fear many women experience, and it often prevents them from pursuing their dreams or expressing themselves. The thought of being judged, dismissed, or unworthy can be paralyzing. However, the reality is that rejection is a natural part of life, and it doesn't reflect your worth. When women embrace rejection as a learning opportunity rather than a personal failure, they can grow stronger and more resilient. Rejection can redirect us toward better opportunities, or help us refine our goals. Overcoming the fear of rejection requires building self-confidence and trusting in one's abilities. Instead of fearing judgment, women should focus on how rejection can help them learn, adapt, and ultimately succeed. Embracing the unknown and stepping outside of the comfort zone are important ways to build confidence. Women should be reminded that rejection is often not personal but situational, and it offers valuable lessons. The more you face rejection head-on, the less power it holds over your emotional well-being. By viewing rejection as a stepping stone and not a setback, women can move forward with courage, take risks, and ultimately thrive in both their personal and professional lives. Fact 2. Letting go of people-pleasing. People-pleasing is a common behavior among women, often driven by the fear of conflict or rejection. While it may seem harmless at first, constantly prioritizing others' needs over your own can lead to burnout, resentment, and a loss of personal identity. Women often go out of their way to make others happy, even at the expense of their own happiness. However, learning to say no and setting boundaries is essential for self-care. Setting boundaries doesn't mean you don't care about others, it simply means you are respecting your own needs and well-being. Women should recognize that saying no doesn't make them bad or selfish, it allows them to take control of their time, energy, and emotions. The key is to find a balance between helping others and preserving your own mental health. By letting go of the need to constantly please others, women can cultivate healthier, more authentic relationships. It's important to remind oneself that self-respect and self-care are not selfish acts, but necessary for living a fulfilling life. Women who embrace the power of setting boundaries empower themselves to prioritize their own well-being without guilt, leading to greater happiness and emotional stability. Fact 3. Stop overthinking, start living. Overthinking is a mental trap that many women fall into, particularly when making decisions or analyzing personal relationships. While reflection is healthy, excessive overthinking can create stress, anxiety, and self-doubt. Women often get caught in a cycle of second-guessing their choices, which leads to indecision and inaction. The key to breaking this cycle is learning to trust your instincts and embrace imperfection. Making decisions doesn't have to be an exhaustive process. Sometimes, it's best to go with your gut and trust the choices you make. It's also helpful to remind yourself that no decision is set in stone. If something doesn't work out, it can be changed or corrected. Women can start by taking small steps toward their goals without overanalyzing each move. It's important to understand that life isn't about getting everything perfect, it's about progress, not perfection. A great way to combat overthinking is through mindfulness techniques like meditation or deep breathing, which help focus on the present moment. When you reduce the tendency to overthink, you free yourself to enjoy life more fully. Let go of the need for certainty, and embrace the adventure of living with intention and spontaneity. Fact 4. Build confidence, embrace insecurity. Insecurity is something most women deal with at some point, often driven by societal pressures, past experiences, or self-comparisons. These insecurities can manifest as a lack of confidence in one's appearance, abilities, or worth. However, learning to embrace these insecurities is the first step in building true confidence. It's important to recognize that no one is perfect, and everyone has their own unique qualities. By focusing on self-acceptance, women can begin to see that their value isn't defined by their flaws. Confidence is not about being flawless, it's about embracing who you are, imperfections and all. Women can boost their self-esteem by acknowledging their strengths and achievements, no matter how small. It's about reframing negative self-talk and replacing it with empowering affirmations. Building confidence also requires stepping outside of your comfort zone and trying new things. With each new experience, confidence grows. Insecurities, rather than being something to hide, can become powerful tools for growth and self-awareness. Embracing vulnerability allows women to show up as their true selves without fear of judgment. Confidence grows when you stop comparing yourself to others and start recognizing your own worth, paving the way for a happier and more fulfilled life. Fact 5. Control your emotions, thrive. Emotional reactivity is a common challenge that many women face, particularly in stressful situations. When emotions take over, they can cloud judgment, lead to rash decisions, and create conflicts in relationships. Learning to regulate emotions is a crucial skill that can lead to more thoughtful responses and healthier interactions. The first step in emotional regulation is recognizing the feelings as they arise. Rather than reacting immediately, take a moment to pause, breathe, and assess the situation. This space allows for clearer thinking and prevents impulsive reactions. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation or deep breathing, can also help women become more aware of their emotional state and respond with intention. Understanding that emotions are valid but don't have to control actions is a powerful realization. By accepting emotions without judgment, women can express themselves authentically while maintaining composure. Over time, this emotional regulation fosters stronger relationships and greater personal peace. By learning to control emotional reactions, women can reduce stress, improve decision-making, and develop more harmonious connections with others. Emotional control doesn't mean suppressing feelings, it means managing them in a healthy, productive way that allows for greater emotional and mental well-being. Fact 6. Validate yourself, not others. Many women seek external validation to feel accepted or worthy, whether it's through compliments, achievements, or approval from others. While validation from others can be uplifting, it is fleeting and cannot serve as the foundation for self-worth. True self-worth comes from within. Women must learn to validate themselves, recognizing their own strengths, talents, and unique qualities. One way to do this is by setting personal goals and acknowledging each accomplishment, no matter how small. Practicing self-compassion is another crucial step, treating yourself with kindness and understanding, rather than criticism. Self-validation means accepting yourself fully, without needing constant reassurance from others. It's about recognizing your own value, regardless of external opinions. Women who validate themselves have a strong sense of independence, which allows them to make decisions based on their own values rather than others' expectations. Building this internal foundation of self-worth also makes it easier to handle criticism or rejection without it affecting one's self-esteem. By making self-validation a daily practice, women can create a more resilient and empowered sense of self, leading to more fulfilling relationships and a deeper sense of personal fulfillment. Fact 7. Mastering boundaries, gaining respect. Setting healthy boundaries is one of the most important aspects of maintaining emotional well-being. Yet, many women struggle with this because they fear conflict or rejection. Without boundaries, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, overextended, and resentful. Learning to set boundaries is essential for preserving your mental and emotional health. Women should recognize that setting boundaries isn't about being rigid or selfish. It's about creating space for self-care and ensuring that their needs are met. It starts with identifying what feels comfortable and expressing those needs to others clearly and confidently. Boundaries can be established in all aspects of life, relationships, work, and personal time. When women learn to assert their needs without guilt, they teach others to respect them. Healthy boundaries create more balanced, respectful relationships, where mutual understanding and support flourish. Women who set boundaries are less likely to experience burnout, stress, or resentment as they prioritize their own well-being. While it may feel uncomfortable at first, boundary setting is an empowering practice that leads to healthier interactions and more fulfilling connections with others. By mastering boundaries, women gain greater control over their lives and can cultivate relationships based on mutual respect. Fact 8. Let go, embrace flexibility. The need for control is often rooted in insecurity or a fear of the unknown. Many women feel the need to control their environment, relationships, or outcomes to feel safe and secure. However, this need for control can lead to stress, frustration, and missed opportunities. Life is inherently unpredictable, and rigid control only limits personal growth and happiness. Embracing flexibility allows women to experience life with greater ease and adaptability. By letting go of the need to control every detail, women can focus on what they can control, such as their thoughts, responses, and actions. Embracing uncertainty means accepting that not everything will go as planned. But that doesn't diminish the value of the experience. Flexibility also opens the door to new opportunities, as women become more willing to try new things and take risks. By practicing acceptance and letting go of perfectionism, women can reduce anxiety and create a sense of freedom. Life is an unpredictable journey, and embracing it with an open mind and heart allows for greater growth and fulfillment. Flexibility is not about giving up control, it's about learning to flow with life's natural rhythms. Fact 9. Progress over perfection. Perfectionism is a common challenge, especially among women who strive for flawlessness in their careers, relationships, or personal lives. While striving for excellence is admirable, perfectionism often leads to chronic stress, dissatisfaction, and burnout. The key is to shift the focus from perfection to progress. Progress is about growth, learning, and celebrating the small victories along the way. Women should embrace the idea that imperfection is a part of the journey and that mistakes offer valuable lessons. Rather than seeking perfection in every area of life, it's important to focus on improvement and taking consistent steps toward personal goals. This mindset shift allows women to experience more joy, creativity, and fulfillment. Perfectionism can create unrealistic expectations, but progress allows for a more sustainable and positive path. Women who focus on progress rather than perfection are more likely to achieve long-term success without the emotional and physical toll of striving for unattainable standards. Let go of the need for everything to be perfect and embrace the journey of continuous growth and improvement. Fact 10. Criticism is not personal. Criticism is an inevitable part of life, yet many women take it personally, believing that it reflects their worth or abilities. This tendency can create feelings of self-doubt and discouragement. However, it's important to remember that criticism is not a personal attack, it's an opportunity for growth and improvement. When receiving feedback, women should focus on the constructive elements and use it as a tool for learning. It's essential to separate one's identity from the feedback received. Constructive criticism is meant to help individuals improve, not to diminish their value. Learning to accept criticism with grace and without internalizing it can lead to personal growth and resilience. Women who view criticism objectively are better able to handle challenges, make adjustments, and continue to move forward. By reframing criticism as a valuable resource for development, women can reduce the emotional impact and grow stronger. It's also important to remember that everyone, regardless of their position, experiences criticism. Embrace it as part of the journey to success, knowing that it doesn't define who you are but helps you become the best version of yourself. Conclusion. The journey of personal growth for women involves embracing challenges, setting boundaries, and letting go of perfection. By understanding and overcoming psychological obstacles, women can cultivate resilience, confidence, and happiness in all aspects of their lives. Remember, it's not about being perfect but about making progress. If you found these lessons insightful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more empowering content. Share this video with others who might benefit, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Keep growing, stay strong, and take control of your journey today. Ever wondered what truly makes some women exceptional?